به آخرین اپیزود از پادکست اینوپاد خوش اومدید. ویژه برنامه رویداد جایزه بین المللی مصطفی. در خدمت جناب آقای دکتر عبدالمناف البهبهانی هستیم. دکترای زیست شناسی دریایی از دانشگاه انگلستان، کارشناسی ارشد علوم محیط زیست از دانشگاه کویت. جناب دکتر خیلی خوشحالم که در خدمت شما هستم. خیلی خوش آمدید.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Would you please start? Shall we start with a little introduction about you?
Yes, I am a marine scientist by profession, an ecologist. I taught at Kuwait University for 49 years. Now I'm retired. My specialty is marine science and ecology.
How nice. And how did you enter the field of environmental and marine species?
Well, at the time, there was missions for the Kuwait University, and they sent people outside to study and come back, become faculty members. And one of the specializations was marine. And also, by nature, I grew up on the sea, fishing, rowing and swimming. And my childhood was on the sea, so I loved the sea and the marine creatures.
How interesting.
At that time, also in my time when I was young, Jacques Cousteau was preparing programs about the marine life, so it has some influence also.
Good. And what factors attracted you to specialize in marine species, particularly in the Gulf region?
Marine is a diverse environment. It has the highest diversity of animals and plants in the world. And also the marine is the source of food for billions of people. It is source of water, a source of entertainment. So many uses and benefits that the marine has: scientific, environmental, economics. So that was enough reason to study the marine environment.
Of course. How nice. And what are the most important environmental challenges that the Gulf is currently facing?
Our first and most important one is pollution, because the Gulf countries are oil-producing countries, not only on land but in the sea also. And the transportation of the oil, all these operations pollute the water, and that is a very big challenge.
Exactly.
The next challenge you have is overfishing. We are exploiting the resources of the marine environment by overfishing. Number three is we have now plastic pollution is a big environmental issue, not only for our region but worldwide. The plastic is getting in the food we eat, is getting in the water we drink, and it's a big environmental challenge now on the global scale. And this is really the other problem is that we have landfilling and projects on the seashore and resorts and water desalination plants. All these things, deplete the uses and the resources of the marine environment.
So we individuals play a big role. We should take urgent steps not to pollute that.
If the water is desalinated, every glass of water you drink, you are contributing to the depletion of the marine resources.
Yeah. How do you assess the impact of climate change on the Gulf's marine ecosystem?
Climate change also is a global issue. And on the marine environment, it has big issues, along with the rise in the carbon dioxide. Because carbon dioxide, when it comes in touch with the water, it dissolves and changes the water acidity. It's called ocean acidification. And ocean acidification is a chemical change in the natural components of the marine environment, and it has consequences on marine life and on marine geology, on coastal sites and the coral reefs. All these things are affected by what we call ocean acidification. That's number one. Number two, climate change is leading to rise in the temperature. A rise in temperature will cause the melting of the ice reserves and the polar regions. And that changes the salinity of the water. Number one. Number two, it will cause sea rise, or the water level will be higher than what it is now, threatening the coastal cities and islands, especially. These might be lost, within a few years if this condition goes on.
And what projects have you undertaken related to the conservation of marine species in the region?
My main concern and my research has been in the area of identifying the existing life and the diversity of marine life. So from the beginning, my research has concentrated on knowing what is there, what we have. These studies have not been conducted before. If they were conducted in a small area, but I did a study for the whole region, documenting the diversity of plankton, zooplankton, of crabs, of bivalves, things like that.
Good. How do you evaluate the effects of oil pollution on the marine environment in the Gulf? You mentioned before.
I mentioned, but it's a major issue because the oil has two parts. One part volatile, it's gases, but the other parts are heavy. They sink to the bottom. They cover the bottom environments, particularly coral reefs. And here in the Gulf region, we have very, very important mudflats. These mudflats have life in them, very precious life. And the oil will sit on them and will destroy the animal life and the plant life, the seagrasses, turtles affected, all.
How sad.
Yes, very sad. And also some of the oil gets dumped on the shore. Once it comes on the shore, and if there is rocky shore, that sticks to the rock, and it's very difficult to remove unless you use chemicals.
I think it would be impossible even.
Well, if you sacrifice the shoreline, they use what they call dispersants. It's a type of chemical which dissolves the oil patches. Dispersant, but it has effects also. By itself is dangerous.
Of course. How has coastal water quality in Kuwait changed in recent years?
Two problems. One problem, we have landfilled the coastal line. We changed the ecosystem. For example, it was a sandy, muddy shoreline. We changed it to a rocky shoreline. We filled the beaches and we put rocks to protect the marinas, the marine construction sites. We changed the environment. That's number one. Number two, we are relying on seawater for drinking water and fresh water. And every once in a while, they are building a new desalination plant. And these desalination plants, they have very high effect on the marine environment because they suck so much water, boiled. Then when they discharge the water that they don't use, this is very hot water and also very high salinity. And this is, of course, damaging to the other problem we have that still, until now, believe it or not, there is some sewage dumped into the sea.
Oh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And what was your latest research project about and what were its key findings?
Well, I work on the mollusca of Kuwait and the crabs. And we found out that there's very rich diversity, first of all, in these two groups of animals. And we also found that how these animals are affected by the coastal changes, the coastal, what they call quote unquote development. I mean, to them it's development, but for us it's disaster, destroying the marine environment. So that's a fact that we have to live with. And if you talk, they say, oh, You are against development, you are against progress, you are against... so, what to do? But these animals that I talked about, we were able to publish catalogs about them, so it will be easy for the new generation to see and study, and easily they can identify. We had to go to international museums to identify these animals which we studied. For this new generation, they just go to our books, open the book, and the answer is there. Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Do you use modern technologies such as AI or smart sensors in your research?
Okay, first of all, I'm now retired. I retired in 2018. So I'm not doing
Any research.
I have established a consulting company.
Do you think AI has the impact on doing some researches?
AI is a tool. You have to know how to use it. If you don't know, what are the benefits of how to use the AI, then it's useless. You ask him a question or you put a problem, and the answer that you get back is as good as the input. You give him the right input, he gives you the right answer. But if you don't know what input you have to put in the AI, you will get a very weak answer. You will not get a very in-depth answer. And also we have to know that this is not human brain. There is limitations always.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we have to be careful.
So if we use it efficiently, we can get some positive feedbacks.
Right.
Exactly.
It gives you a good answer as your good question.
Exactly.
Right. You put a bad question, you get bad answer.
Thank you. Which countries are involved in your international collaborations on marine environmental studies?
Okay. Now, in Kuwait, we have the headquarters of an organization called the ROPME, ROPME, a regional organization for the protection of the marine environment. This organization has 8 members. 8 countries are members. It's Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, the Emirates, and Sultanate of Oman. These 8 countries surrounding this region. And between them, they have agreed to collaborate, to do scientific studies, to do pollution fighting. For example, if there is a pollution in any location, they can ask for help from the other countries, and they will come. And there is a center for providing, very quick help. And the center is in Bahrain. And so many times this center has been used to fight, for example, pollution, things like that, the emergency cases. So this organization is very, very good organization because it has all the countries. They collaborating together.
Thank you.
I worked in that organization for 4 years.
So you aren't retired yet?
Before
that. Good. What practical solutions do you propose for protecting the Gulf's marine environment?
Well, there should be a recognition by these countries that the marine environment is a vital and important resource. Economic, educational, food, recreation, this all. So until they recognize this, we will not be able to really utilize this God-given, what do you call it?
You're right. Thank you. And how important is public awareness and education in preserving the environment?
Now, public awareness is good. I can make the people aware, don't pollute, don't do that. But more important is the inclusion of the protection in the national plans, the national development plans. Because I tell the people, don't pollute, the government is polluting, or the government is not taking the right actions to utilize these resources. So I did not do anything. People will say, okay, we will not pollute. That the government is filling the shoreline. They're making it. So
both
the government, yes, government number one.
Individuals.
People always think that the individual should be number one. No, it's the government. because they have the control, they have the planning, they have the finances, they have the resources management. So first go after the government. The government should realize and have this as a national objective to protect the marine environment.
So the first and the latter would be the government.
Yes.
What is your prediction of the Gulf's marine ecosystem over the next 20 years?
Well, difficult to answer because we don't know what
will happen.
What will happen? I mean, how, what developmental projects will be there? Now, serious problem now is the fisheries. Unless we protect the fisheries, we regulate the fisheries, will be a time that we will have no fish. I mean, no fish, I'm not saying would be without fish, but would not be at the level of economic benefits, to take benefit of them, to use them. Utilization of the resource. It will be of no value. The effort that you will put in catching fish is not, the fish that you catch is not worth the money and the effort you put. So people will stop fishing.
Thank you. So we should be hopeful about the future.
Always hopeful. Always we must be hopeful. Always we must look to savior. The savior is research. That governments, organizations should realize that research holds the answers to these problems. And so therefore research should be supported financially. And also scientists should be encouraged. An example is now the Mustafa Prize, is that doing its job is saying, okay, you have done a good job and we recognize your efforts. We, provide you with this prize, which I think, it's an excellent idea. And also now they have prize for the young scientists and also encourage them. And our problem now, of course, in the region, maybe in many countries, is the brain drain.
I've heard about it.
Yes, the brain drain is the other people, as soon as they see one young scientist is coming up and he has ideas.
I know.
They give him scholarship, they take him there, and they,
You're empty-handed right now.
Yes, they tempt him to stay and not come back to his country. So we have to be aware of this. We have to look after our young scientists and encourage them to stay, provide them with the means that will make them produce good work and excel.
I hope so. And this would be my last question. What message would you like to share with young people who are interested in entering your field? Well,
the field is wide. It has geology field, it has chemistry, it has physics, oceanography, biology, genetics, all what you need, you find in the marine environment. And so it's a very wide open field. Don't say that, many people have work here, there's nothing for me to do. No.
They are different.
What we have done so far is nothing. It's a drop in the ocean. The ocean is vast, it's big. We have not even recognized its potentials. We have not identified its biodiversity, especially in the deep sea. We have not explored that, still to be explored. So by all means, go for it. There's a lot to be done here.
Exactly.
Yes.
We hope so. Thank you. That was a great pleasure and honor to talk to you. That was a great discussion.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to take your time.
Thank you very much, madam.